At the Cape Party, we've received absolutely hundreds of messages from Cape Party members and supporters who, to put it politely, are angry. Very, very angry. People who have worked hard their whole lives, never put a foot wrong with the law, accepted the government's pernicious rules even when it persecuted them, and have continued to pay their taxes in good faith. Many of these people have asked us why they should continue to accept this and comply any longer. It's a difficult question to answer, isn't it? Under the threat of military force, all of a sudden, pet owners, smokers, wine drinkers, joggers, surfers, roast chicken pie eaters, we all became criminals overnight. We are not led. This is enslaved. Somewhere along the line, the government seems to have forgotten how this whole democracy thing works. Every few years, we decide who we want to handle the administrative tasks of clearing out the trash, keeping crime on the streets under control, keeping our borders secure, providing a backstop level of basic education for our children, and we pay them to provide those services. It's called service delivery. The government has no money of its own. They're broke. Every cent the government has, it takes through taxes from us, the citizens. We work, we pay them to do a job. Yet they want us to still pay them, and at the same time, they think they can tell us when we can and cannot work. That's not democracy. That's called communist fascism. Here at the Cape Party, we have an obligation to represent the best interests of our members. And as many of our members have told us that they are no longer willing to put up with the current situation, we are responding to their call to action with the first of many steps. Our first step will be a peaceful, legal protest in the form of a court case. In consultation with our legal team, they've advised on the various steps available to potentially achieving a number of court orders. Some of those court orders are to be the following. Number 1, declaring the entire lockdown unconstitutional and bringing it to an immediate end. Number 2, the government is to be held 100% responsible for every business failure, income, and job lost as a result of the direct and indirect impact of the government's imposed lockdown. Number 3, all citizens of all skin colors have been forced to stop working as a result of the government's imposed lockdown. Therefore, the courts must rule that any distribution of relief funding to individuals or businesses based on the racial profiling of those businesses or individuals is to be declared illegal and a blatant act of racism. After all, the government did tell us we're all in this together. Number 4, all new laws that have been introduced since the lockdown that infringe on basic human rights and freedoms must be reversed and repealed. And number 5, furthermore, we invite you to get involved in our court case, to provide any additional grounds of complaint, to have court orders issued against the South African government. If you believe, like we believe here in the Cape Party, that enough is enough, and you find good reason in the virtues and values that those before us carved out, in their pursuit of human rights, truth, and justice. Then join us as we unite in a common voice of peaceful resistance to reclaim our freedoms in this, our beloved home, the Cape of Good Hope. Thank you.